Champion, we remain here. Ladies and gentlemen, I dropped the video. Shout yourselves out in the comment section, by the way. Go ahead. Salute. We here. Shake my hand. I appreciate that. The title is Endgame Bosses. I dropped the video earlier. Or we talked about a video like way before, man. We just dropped it today. And it said Murda Mook and Loaded Lux remain Endgame bosses. To me, they have not been knocked off their high horses. You know what I mean? Even if you want to say Verb beat him, that's a debatable battle. And he wasn't knocked off a high horse. Murda Mook just ran into Tay-Rock. Shout out to Tay-Rock. He was not knocked off the high horse. That was the chance to get these two out of here for that generation to succeed and talk they ish. You understand? Surf had a chance to. Rock had a chance to. You know what I mean? And they did not take care of those two brothers right there. So they remain where they at. If Murda Mook was to be booked anywhere, any league, if I start a league tomorrow, if I start a champion battle league tomorrow, and I get Murda Mook, my shit is lit. The culture is talking. People are now doing their YouTube videos are doing 50,000 views because of Mook. Am I lying? Anybody can book Mook, and it's lit. I'm not debating who won or lost. We're not doing that. I'm just trying to state the facts here. Because we're saying endgame bosses. Let's stay on topic. Traction. Anybody books Mook, it's lit. It's up. The culture's talking. Oh, man, what's up? What's going on? Who's going to win? People that don't even care about battle rap like that, they come back in. I get calls. Black, what's good? You know. Oh, now you tuned in because they booked Mook? Okay, cool. He says, yeah. That happens. Why do we have reviews, multiple reviews, 100,000 views or better? It's because of Mook. It's not because of me. Not because y'all like hearing my opinion. It's because of Mook. They want to see the outcome of Murda Mook. Moving forward. Loaded Lux has close to the same type of presence, the same type of audience. This is endgame boss vibes. Let's call it for what it is. I'm not debating whether they won or lost a battle. It's endgame boss vibes. Press conferences are done. Multiple reviews, multiple predictions are done with these two brothers. These are facts. It's not a debate. These are facts. We did when Murda Mook was about to battle Verb. I lied to you not. We had 10 to 15 prediction videos. 10 to 15. Anybody that came to champion wanted to talk about it. Am I lying? And it's the same. It's almost the same with Beloved. The results of the battle doesn't affect the status, do they? We'll get to that. But I made a comment in the comment section. I said, listen, because the results can affect it, right? But I made a comment and it said, if you play Mortal Kombat or you play Street Fighter, Ryu, oh, what's on my camera? Fix that. Come in, bring it in. There we go. If Ryu beats Bison, he makes his way up and beats Bison. Ryu is now better than Bison, but Bison is still the end game boss. He gets end credits. They played a little movie, the little clip, right? And then that's what it is. You start the game again, what happens? Akuma or Bison is still the end game boss. Same with Mortal Kombat and Shao Kahn. You beat Shao Kahn. Liu Kang. You know what I'm saying? And you beat that person. And then when you play the game again, Shao Kahn is still the end game boss. It's also in the matchups. So shout out to Averb. Y'all threw Averb in the equation when we didn't. We didn't throw Averb in the equation. Y'all said, hey, if Averb beat both, what does that make him? Now, on the side of, let's say you do believe he beat both, right? Even though I think the Lux battle is debatable. That means Averb just beat the game. Averb beat the game. That's probably why he acting the way he act now. Like, it's no fun in this for me. I done beat the game. I'm good. But that doesn't make him the end game boss. And on top of that, the end game boss has to have some type of rarity to him, which means it's hard to get the matchup with. It's hard to make the matchup happen. Was Tay-Rock versus A-Verb an end game boss fight between the both of them? Respect to both. Was Tay-Rock and A-Verb an end game boss fight? Did y'all do multiple predictions and go crazy? Oh my God, this is going down. Did y'all do that? Did y'all do 1 million reviews, 1 million predictions? Where was the hype? I'm waiting. The video I did, that was entertaining. Now I'm speaking facts. The last 2 videos we did on Loaded Lux was me trolling and joking. We had a little go. Now I'm speaking facts. Now it's a serious conversation. Let's talk. We're here. But when Loaded Lux battles Charlie Clips, it's an end game boss fight. It's an end game boss fight, and it has the same type of vibe and aura as the main event, Summer Madness. You know what it is. Am I bugging? When Murda Mook takes Iron Solomon, it's an end game boss fight. Diddy's in the rafters. Am I bugging? Want to keep going? We can keep going. We can keep going. What do y'all want to do here? Huh? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation. Yeah, let's have this conversation. When Murda Mook has a random battle versus 3 Hims, what happens? The culture stopped. It was a video battle. I'm waiting. Yeah. Oh, now we're talking seriously. The other 2 videos was jokes. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation. Endgame bosses. Come on, let's talk. Huh? And he didn't even know he was battling 3 Hims. Everybody talked about it. Crazily. I'm waiting. Where's the objections? I need the objections now. Not in the YouTube comments a day later. I need them now. Come on, let's talk. I want to talk. Murda Mook, Calico, even in a 2-on-2. Even in a 2-on-2, what happened? They had an endgame boss fight vibe in a 2-on-2. Loaded Lux, How to Dime versus Tay-Rock and Chess. Even that had an endgame boss vibe. Oh shit, it's about to go down. And the thing about it, Murda Mook and Loaded Lux is 10 for 10 for that. 10 for 10. I'm not talking about how good the matchup was. I'm not talking about how good the matchup was or who y'all felt won. It's the vibe that happens when they are announced or the battle is about to go down. It's the aura around it. You understand that? A whole bunch of interviews. What was this? Drink Champs. Drink Champs had Loaded Lux and Murda Mook on it. Even that felt like an endgame boss fight interview. Like, what are we doing? The culture stopped. They're trying to focus on what Murda Mook and Loaded Lux are saying in Drink Champs. That's endgame boss type fight vibes. Am I bugging? What are we doing? Am I bugging? It goes back to Murda Mook versus Young Hot. Endgame boss type fight vibes. Hold on. I see y'all saying the name in the chat. Wait for that. I'm about to add somebody in this equation. And How to Don, shout out to How to Don. How to Don had that vibe too. He did. Hollow had that vibe too. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk. But it's somebody I want to add into the situation. But I want to keep going on Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux versus Arsenal. Loaded Lux versus Arsenal. Huh? I'm not debating who won or lost the battle. We don't got to do that. If you felt Arsenal won, cool. If you felt Lux won, cool. I'm talking about the vibe, the aura that you had when a battle was made or announced or it's in the building, the vibe that you got. Endgame boss type fight vibes. Y'all know that. I'm waiting for the objections. I'm waiting for the objections. Come on, put in the chat. What we doing? Murda Mook versus A-Verb. You got that vibe, like, oh shit. Press conference and all that. What we doing? I'll wait. No objections. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to add somebody in here. But hold on. Here we go. Loaded J. First of all, Loaded, that's a great name. Loaded J3. Okay. Okay. You saying it's because of the rarity. Oh, hey, that stipulation that the culture made. You know what I mean? Maybe some people should have rarity to them. That helps. You know, being hard to achieve, hard to gain, like having that rarity helps. The matchup's not going to be made every 10 seconds. That helps. Let's call it for what it is. You know what I mean? You again, going back to Mortal Kombat, right? You go up the tower, there's 10 battles. You see Shao Kahn once. You see Shao Kahn once. That's if you get to him, by the way. You see Shao Kahn once. You don't see Shao Kahn versus every single body. You got to get to him. So you'll see Shao Kahn battle once or twice a year. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not. Listen, I want Lux to battle 4 times a year. I want Mook and Lux to battle 3 or 4 times a year. I'm not saying it's good, but that's what adds to it. That's what adds to it, y'all. Let's call it for what it is. Yes, it adds value to it. I'm telling you. But there's somebody I want to add to that since we're talking about rarity, right? Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla ball game. I believe currently right now is an Endgame boss. You announce Briz versus Hitman Holla right now? Ah! You announce Hitman Holla versus some type of opponent? Oh shit, it's about to go down. Oh shit, oh snap. I think Hitman Holla has that same vibe as of right now. And it's also because of rarity. We're not talking about skill level or talent. Shout out to Tata, I appreciate you. You know, shout out to was it Diz Fat. Appreciate y'all. But the rarity helps. The fact that I don't need to battle, I don't want to battle, I'll wait until the matchup it makes sense, and I'm still talking my shit. Hitman Holla. When Hitman Holla came back and battled Tay-Rock, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. When Hitman Holla came back and battled K-Shine, it was a big deal. It seems to me that every time Hitman Holla battles, it's a big deal. You can announce Hitman Holla. Let me fix the camera. There we go. You can announce Hitman Holla versus Jay Black. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. He's a battle star too. He's a TV star and a battle star. Let's call it for what it is. Come on, man. Come on, we want to talk today. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to have a serious convo? Let's talk. Hitman Holla is an endgame boss. You announce him that he's on the card right now. He's main event anything you do right now. It don't matter. It low-key don't matter versus who right now. But it kind of does. I don't want to see versus a random person. What else? Yeah, Hitman Holla versus Sue Surf was one of them endgame fights. It was one of them endgame fights. You know what I mean? Let's call it for what it is. Even in 2012 when he battled John, there was an aura around it. There was a vibe around it. And the fact that you can't get Hitman Holla that easily, it helps. All this stuff helps. All these intangible helps. It's not no emotions or aura. Listen, it's actually in the numbers. I feel like the numbers add to the fact. You announce Hitman Holla, the culture goes crazy. Come on, it's hard to achieve. It's hard to get. Like you don't Murda Mook versus I, Lux versus I. You don't even need a crazy undercard under that. Hitman Holla versus I. You don't need a crazy undercard after that. I'm telling you. Let somebody announce Briz versus Hitman, bro. Not saying I know about the matchup, so I don't want nobody, oh man, Black Beacon. I don't know about no matchup. Don't double back to me and say I announced anything. I'm saying I don't want to do that. But I think those three as of right now, I think those are the three. Nobody take offense because now you can say, again, it goes back to saying Liu Kang. Is Liu Kang better than Shao Kahn? Maybe. Can Liu Kang beat Shao Kahn? Maybe. Is Liu Kang an endgame boss, though? He's not. What the? He's not, though. He's not. Call it for what it is. Daylight can get there. And Daylight probably can beat everybody. But is he an endgame boss? If Daylight continues at this rate, you know what I mean, where he's adding the aura, oh, look what I just did. The last time you saw me was magical. If Daylight does that 2 more times and plays, you know, I don't want to battle. I want to wait. I want to wait. If he keep playing that game, I should keep messing up. I got to fix this camera, y'all. If he keep playing that game, Daylight is rated. If Daylight keep playing that game, he will be endgame boss too. I'm telling you. He just has to keep playing the game because if you go back 2 years prior, you see Daylight versus Mickey Fax. You see Daylight versus Ill. I feel like that's what takes away from him potentially being endgame boss right now. Like, Murda Mook has not been knocked the fuck down. When has Murda Mook been knocked the fuck down? You can argue a loss. I'm not. But when has he been knocked down? You don't see that. When has Lux been knocked down by somebody else? Now, I think Murda Mook beat Lux, and I think Lux beat Murda Mook. So if you want to say they knocked each other down, that's cool. But by anybody else, when have they been knocked down? Hitman Holla has not been knocked down. Let's call it. Come on, we here to talk. Where's the objections? Come on, give it to me now. Let's talk. And the reason I'm here because I ain't feel like saying all this in the comment section. Who else is endgame boss? Come on. I'll wait. But those are my three. Those are my three right now. And I feel like Hollow is kind of there too. But the recent transaction. Shout out to Hollow. Much love. I'm just you know. Much love to Surf. Much love to Surf. I can't say. You're saying endgame boss. Endgame, I don't think it's there. Goods can get there for me, but my three is still the same. My three is still the same. Iron Solomon. Arsenal, I feel like he battles too frequently. It's Cassidy. Oh, man. I feel like if you battle too frequently, which is not a bad thing. Let's be clear on my argument. I want the endgame bosses to battle frequently. That's what I want. But the rarity adds to their specific case. You understand that? Jazz, Tata says jazz for the ladies. Maybe for the ladies. I can't say for the ladies. John Adon. Briz. Dumbfounded. For the Grind Thomas. Yeah. Tay-Rock. Now again, I'm not debating skill or who's better. So when I say rarity adds to, even though I don't like the rarity, because I want Beloved and Mook to battle 3 times a year, I want a Daylight to battle 3 times a year. But it helps their scenario, their case. Conceded, Jagged J, I think Jagged J is overrated. Yo. I don't know what to tell you. I think Jagged J is overrated. So it is what it is. Jagged J is overrated, y'all. Oxymiron, maybe. I'm sticking with my 3. I think Hitman Holla, Murda Mook, and Loaded Lux. The culture stops. You announce one of those dudes. The culture stops. And their inactivity, it adds to their case, even though that's not good. It's literally those 3, let's be real. This was just in a tournament. That's not endgame-ish. Like, come on, y'all know what endgame-ish is. Like, remove the fact that y'all want certain people to be at that status or that aura. And be factual about it. Soul Khan had a vibe, but then he came back and then, oh no. Get the real Soul Khan. That wasn't the real Soul Khan. Goods can be there, but he needs like a magical performance, I would believe. I think Goods needs like a magical, oh shit. See, the best thing you can do is do something like, that's what I'm saying about Daylight, right? Daylight did something crazy. And that the fact that it's hard to get him is adding to his case and his story of endgame boss type ish. Dree is an endgame boss. Shout out to Dree. Oh man. Everybody had their time. Hey, yeah. It's like, that's the fact. Everybody had that time. There was a point in time where Math had that vibe to him. Shout out to Math. Tata. No, Sha, I know you're a Danny supporter. Now, it goes back to my analogy. Is Liu Kang better than Shao Kahn? Let's say Liu Kang is Danny Myers. So Liu Kang, Danny Myers could beat Shao Kahn. It probably is better than Shao Kahn. But that doesn't make Liu Kang the endgame boss. Liu Kang can beat everybody ass and get his way up to the top and then you seen the Mortal Kombat trailer. Y'all seen it. Come on. Liu Kang was putting in work. Liu Kang was putting in work. Sub-Zero was putting in work. Y'all seen that shit? Yo. That Mortal Kombat trailer was crazy. I did a reaction too, by the way. It's going to drop at some point. I'm just too lazy. I'm lazy in terms of uploads. How you feel about JC? I don't think JC fell off. No. I feel like it's the campaign. It's more than just battling. It's a campaign that you got to have. You know what I mean? And I feel like, it goes back. We said this a million times already. He had a perfect campaign for Beloved. And I think in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. It's when he battled Rumnitty. He battled Chef Trez. Who else he battled? It was that year. The year that he came back to URL, he battled Chef Trez. He battled Rumnitty. He was on fire. Like he was in that pocket. And his campaign at that point was perfect. I think his campaign fell off, but him as a battle rapper did not fall off. Like you see him in that ring, he's doing good. Check his last 2 battles, he was doing good. His behind the scenes ish, like, oh, you can't find him, where is he at? So you got to separate the two. There's a battle situation, and then there's somebody outside the ring. So I think his outside the ring campaign, yeah, it's falling off. But him as a battle rapper is not falling off. I'm sorry. His performances has been good. Big K is the endgame boss for snitches. Yeah. Yo. Oh, my God. Shout out to Big K. Oh, my God. That's crazy. Y'all doing these people bad. What about Charlie Clips? Not for me. Respectfully. Not for me. Charlie Clips is not. It's not. Come on, I keep saying this. Hitman Holla's book is blockbuster. Loaded Lux's book is blockbuster. Murda Mook book is blockbuster. These 3 are movies guaranteed. Y'all know this. Let's stop comparing it to Netflix uploads. What y'all talking about? Holla was low-key there too, kind of. Hollow is, but recent transactions with Hollow, it makes it kind of hard to solidify, endgame boss type situation. Geechee Gotti's on his way. That's a fact. Geechee Gotti's on his way. I feel like Geechee Gotti set himself up, because you got to think his run is kind of, it's 2017 to 2019, right? So he's the kind of fresh, but I think in 5 years, Geechee Gotti definitely be there. Because he's going to fall back and then come back in and just beat somebody's ass and then dip. Geechee, I see Geechee in like 2020, 24, 25 being endgame boss. Like, yeah, these guys are going to make it there. That's a fact. They're going to make it there. Pat Stay, hard to say with that last situation. Y'all confusing status. Y'all confusing. I made the analogy right. Y'all confusing it. Just because I say somebody's an endgame boss does not mean they're the best. It's not really a competitive thing. One battle ruin your boss status. Maybe not. Maybe not. Roan on KOTD. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the Roan. I actually like that. Depends on how bad. I'm saying, listen, tell me a time Hitman Holla has been knocked down. I'll wait. And add in Loaded Lux and add in Murda Mook. Knocked down like, oh shit, you got done bad. It doesn't really happen. I feel like Reed, shout out to Reed. Reed You know what I mean? If Reed fall back and, you know, play his position as one of the legends that really cultivated this culture and did his thing for the culture, he can be there too. That's Philly bias, me throwing it in there, so. But definitely Hitman Holla, Murda Mook, and Beloved. What's the next topic? Let's move on, because now we rambling now. A hot topic that's out there right now is Sue Surf a legend? Let me ask y'all that. Is Sue Surf a legend?